Good Sunday morning, everybody. Danny Shay, Sunday with Spirit. All right. For our new people, this is not a tarot card. This is not political. This is us tapping into Spirit as best as we can to try to get a clearer picture on some murky objects. That's a good way to put it. Murky objects. And if you guys have any murky objects you want me to bring up on Sunday with Spirit, I will send them on. I'd be happy to do that. But my interpretation of the cards are my interpretations. Your interpretations are probably more valid for you, so hang on to those. So let's talk about tribalism. That should set off a firestorm. So last week, when I'm talking about trying to heal the planet, I get an email that is saying I'm disrespecting the Native Americans. In so many ways. I could go on and on and on how I disrespected them. And I am just trying to heal the planet. I'm just trying to figure out how our planet, individually, how we as one individual can do something to heal the planet in some way. Some small way that if we all add it together, it makes something bigger. And the reason I'm not showing my face, because I'll just keep talking. So hopefully my little rants will be shorter here and there'll be more meaning in the cards. Anyway, I digress. So there are many things that I am ignorant in, but it is not it's not disrespect. It's not a willful ignorance, which is disrespect. It's just maybe an ignorance. And some people's disrespect is another person's not disrespect. So I had this one woman say, you shouldn't be using tarot cards, shouldn't be using shaman cards, you shouldn't be... And the list went on and on. I'm like, well, you probably shouldn't be watching me because I use tarot cards, I use shaman cards. I do not profit from Native Americans, but I'll look into that. Maybe I am. I don't know. I'll check it out. I may be ignorant in that fact. Don't know. But I'll put it up on my... I think I'm pretty aware of that. However, we were butting heads back and forth, and it was going nowhere. It went nowhere. So it was like, you can't step into shamanism, into the Native American culture, because your ancestors have disrespected it. I go, oh, okay. I mean, and that's a big thing, right? Reparation for what my ancestors did. I'm not going to get into that because that's way too deep for me. I mean, I have my ideas on it, but she said I couldn't even talk about things because there are too many tribes, too many different languages. And I'm like, wow. So I can't learn Spanish? I can't learn the culture of Mexico? I can't say Mexico like Mexico. I have to say it like Mexico. And it's kind of weird. It gets all goofy. We are one people on one planet, and we've decided to set up tribes. We have Republicans, we have Democrats. And it goes on and on. I said it wasn't going to be political, but there it is. So let's just look at the tribal issue and see if it really serves anybody. What does being in a tribe do? Dark mirror. Okay, so the dark side of it, my mystical shaman oracle and work your light oracle. Let's just see, what does being in a tribe, keeping everything in a tribe do instead of opening it up and sharing it? Downcast pride. That's downcast pride. Just look at that. I mean, what does it mean? Is it a false pride? What is that? Downcast pride. How does that fit with me in my tribe? My COVID tribe, right? It's like, oh man, let me, like, tables moving. There we go. You know, my tribe, I guess, is my family. Downcast. Let's just keep going, because I'm not sure where this is going. I think what I'm getting with this card, though, is it is a false sense of pride. It is the stronger the pride, the more we hang on to it, the more harm it is. You know, me coming from the South, being raised in the South, that Confederate flag meant nothing to me. But the damage that it did, that it does today, is huge. Is that what that means? Fated to suffer. Fated to suffer. I get that. Because I'm not a fan of tribes. I think tribalism causes a lot of wars. Bride in a cage. You know, we're all dressed up. We all think we look hot and good. Ready to go get married. Looking forward to the future, but we're in a cage. We're in a cage. Look at that face. That's not good. Tribalism. Being just stuck in our tribe, not letting it out. Mystical shaman. Taming the wind. What does taming the wind say about tribalism? So the wind can be really destructive, as in a hurricane, as in a tornado. I mean, it can be pinpoint dangerous in a tornado. It can also take us across the seas. It can gently blow us to distant lands. And in shamanism, they use the wind to call in their helping spirits. So how do we choose to tame this wind? What do we want? Do we want it just to be a tornado and destructive? Or do we want to allow it to take us to distant lands along with our helping spirits? The ancient ones in medicine position. The ancient ones, and so when I'm thinking about this card, and I think about the downcast pride and the fated to suffer, what are we listening to that no longer serves us? When I was, you know, my grandmother, my mother, me, what did they tell me down the line that now I'm finding out that that's not right? that Confederate flag is not right. Now, they never did say that. I'm just using that as an example. You're never good. You need to work really, really hard to make money. How about that? That's a good one. You need to work really hard to make money. No, you don't. You need to throw that idea out the window. You don't need to work really hard to make money. You need to put the right intentions out. What are the ancient ones? What did we hear that is keeping us locked in? That is keeping the wind destructive. Not allowing us to tame the wind. Ooh. The curse. We're talking about tribalism. The hand over the mouth on that card, oh my gosh. And this card talks about putting forth your best intentions, not your worst. This card is warning us, be careful what you think. Be careful what the ancient ones have, being in medicine, have let us, that keep filtering down, that no longer serve us. Yikes, that's scary. This is Work Your Light card. Seen beyond. Seen beyond the tribal, the small tribe. Seen beyond the United States. Going into Mexico, learning their language, learning their cultures. Going beyond, going into Native American culture, learning that, learning what we can get from there. Seeing beyond. I know when I said going into, it's interesting, when I said going into Mexico and learning their culture, that flowed really easy. When I said going into Native American, that did not flow for me. Tall tale. I wonder why it didn't flow. Was it because we told so many lies to them? We dishonored our word and what we said we would do, and then we just cut it back? I mean, we're not getting into the brutalities here, and we're just talking about the tall tale. Tribalism. And it makes us feel like we're in perfect harmony. Are we? Are we in perfect harmony? I mean, I was talking here about expanding, getting outside of the tribal area, seeing beyond, but we have to get past these lies that we've been telling and see the truth. Yeah, we did this. Yeah, we did that. How do we let those lies go to get into perfect harmony? Well, let's put some clarifiers on that. Let's see. Oops, sorry. That was right into Mr. Microphone. Okay. This one wants to come out. Two of Wands. this green ribbon, this healing energy, these new buds being crossed together, this is, instead of like a Two of Wands in traditional tarot, this feels more like a Two of Cups. Just coming together, having a union, having some kind of understanding. High Priestess. Seven of Swords. Seven of Wands. This High Priestess is seen beyond. These two cards go together. This Seven of Swords and this Seven of Wands goes with the lies, the tall tale. You stole something from us, I'm defending it. And the key is to come together. Now, for another question that I'm not going to get into is how we do that. I tried to answer that last week, and that didn't go so well. I'm sure this one's not going to go that well either. But it just seems to me that we get trapped in a cage with tribalism. We think our thoughts are not pure, our speech is not pure. We're listening to the sins of our ancestors, what they bring from generation to generation to generation to generation. We can get to perfect harmony if we see beyond the lies. But if we don't see beyond the lies, then we're fated to suffer in our just personal little, I was going to say Idaho, but downcast pride. Happy, happy, happy. Let's just stick with perfect harmony. We'll just leave that out there. We can achieve it. It can happen. We have healing to do. I'm sure we have some reparations to make. Don't know what those are. But if we heal the planet, if we work towards one goal of healing the planet, which is what I started to go at, which is where I am now, healing the planet, then we can be in perfect harmony. All right, you guys, thank you all for watching. Peace and love.